Alright, so right now I'm gonna do basic tips for Uncharted 4 multiplayer, and for experienced players, they probably already know all this stuff, or they're just gonna disagree. But yeah, I'm gonna cover the most useful stuff first, and I'll tell you what I think is the most important. Then you can just tune out after that. I'll tell you when the most useful stuff's over. So, first of all, um, one of the big things, I don't know if it's built in Uncharted or if it's just a glitch, but sometimes maybe I'm the only one who runs into this, but players will actually be invisible. And you'll know they're invisible because when they're firing, you can see the fire from their gun, like the bullets, but you can't see their body. So the main way to deal with this, you see a visible player and you're like, oh shit, but you don't know where they are. What you do, just change your loadout, put it to a hunter, and then put the hunter out. No matter what, the hunter will find them, and if not, you'll see where they're running from because they'll be constantly firing at the hunter. So yeah, that's how you deal with invisibility glitches when other players use them. Um, the next one I would say is talking about nades. A lot of people say that revive packs are more useful than nades. Um, I would actually disagree in most instances. Nades can actually get 4 or 5 enemies down at once. Revive packs, you can get one player up. Um, Now, I'm not saying revive packs are useful. I'm saying both are really good, but I just find nades slightly better. A lot of players would disagree with that, but I would say grenades, they're just more useful in a lot of situations, especially if you're outnumbered. Um, and unfortunately, with revive packs, they can be completely useless unless if the player gets shot down, but then that revive pack's pretty much wasted. Um, Especially once you face better teams, they'll know exactly where to place their grenades to make sure your revive pack is wasted. Um, but yeah, but a lot of people, what they might not understand though, for instance, players down right here, there's 2 players up here, but if you throw a revive pack, that player is down here, and these 2 players decide, oh shit, we have to get him, they'll be constantly focused on him. So you actually want to use that revive pack as a distraction, and then start shooting at these 2 players while you're reviving this guy, because for some reason people are always attracted to that glow when the revive pack goes off, and they just think, oh, I gotta kill that player, I gotta kill that player, and then they sometimes completely forget that you're still here waiting. But yeah, revive packs are a good distraction. um, Next major tip, throwing your nades. So for instance, a lot of people, I see them and they're like this, and they're like this for a couple seconds just thinking about it. Don't do that. If players are seeing you with a nade like this, that's a dead giveaway you're gonna throw a nade. You should almost throw it instantly like that. It should be like this. You should throw it instantly, because if you don't, they're gonna see that and they're gonna expect you to throw a nade, so they're getting ready to press circle to roll away. It's just brains. Like, they see you, they expect it. So if you faster you throw it, the better. I know that sounds really simple, but I see so many people just aiming for a good couple seconds. And of course, at distance, you're gonna have to aim, but the faster you throw it, technically, the better, so they're not thinking about it. Um, Next thing I think I want to cover is changing the shoulder swap to L3. So you go into here, go into controls, you want alternative 3, and you'll see on the screen it's shoulder swap L3. And why you want that is, I think the basic shoulder swap is X, but you really aim in X, but you really don't want that, because if you're doing like that, L3 just feels more natural. So you'll want to switch it to L3, alternative 3. Um, just makes it so much easier and in your life so much easier. Um, yeah. Uh, Also, maybe if you're a beginning player, you might not know, but changing your shoulders while in a firefight actually changes your hitbox too. So if someone's firing at you, you'll want to change your shoulders every now and then because it will mess up their aim. But never change it, for instance, right at the beginning, because then they know you're going to change shoulders, so they're going to be probably aiming at your center mass. Change it at the last second. So if they're shooting at you, wait till they have 3 or 4 bullets in and you know they're low health, and then switch your shoulders and just mess them up. It's just like a last second thing. And only do it a couple times during the game so they don't get used to it. So you can kind of psych them out. And another thing that I see a lot of people, I don't know if they just don't know or whatnot, but depending on which side of cover you're on, you always want to have your shoulder facing that side. So like for instance this, so you're closest to cover. Now say if you're on this side, I know this is super basic, but I'm just thinking of things to help beginners. So on this side, you have the shoulder that way. This side, shoulder this way. Yeah. Also, the last thing that I want to cover that's the major tips, I would think, and they're pretty basic. They're not anything special. But say you're getting shot at and you're taking some damage. You're shooting at them, they're shooting at you. You're taking some damage. There's 3 players up there and you're behind cover and your screen's still gray. There's 3 players. Never pop your head up if your screen is gray. Instantly you're gonna die. So there's no point in it. You might as well just stay here. Wait till they get really close. Blind fire them. Or other option, wait till your screen clears up. Usually if there's 3 players, you're dead anyways. But wait till your screen clears up and then fire. That sounds very basic, but a lot of people, they just get way too antsy and put their head right up after they've taken a little bit of damage. Because just remember, 2 crevasse headshots and you're dead. So it's that easy. So yeah, that's all the major tips I can think. I would go over some very basic tips. What I think everyone probably should know. Don't all revive at once. So I see like this all the time during the game. There'd be like 4 players reviving 1 player. Never do that. That's the easiest way for another player to get a connect 4 or something else. Because if they're all 4 of them are in here reviving 1 person, someone can just throw a nade in here and kill you all. It's so easy. On that same note, never bunch together. So say if there's 2 players right here side by side, don't bunch together. Someone could just throw a nade here, kill you both. Or if you got 1 here, 2 here, and someone down there throws a nade this way, all 3 of you are dead. And that's just common knowledge. Another common knowledge tip, kill the enemy first, then revive. I see so many people, especially beginners, they're always, oh, I want to be nice. I see someone down right here, but there's another guy coming right through here. I think I'll just go revive this guy. Never do that. You're just going to die. Both of you are going to die. So you might as well kill the person first, then revive. Even if you're unsure if there's another guy around this corner and there's a guy here, kill this guy first, then check the corner, then revive. This is so basic, but there's so many people that don't do this. Yeah. And here's another basic tip. Say you're right here. Someone's coming down this hallway. They've popped your shield of Asgard. Now, in a situation like this is really tricky. You have to really calculate whether or not how far away is he and how fast he can shoot. But in a situation like this would be the hardest because you're in a cramped corridor. But you actually want to go like this, circle, circle, jump, and then get out of there. That guy with the shield of Asgard, he can't really run that fast. The reason you actually want to run towards him is you want to get out of there as soon as you can. I know that sounds stupid, but if you run backwards, that's a lot more. You're going like this, and you have to change the screen. Now, I'm only saying that because if there's only 1 person there with a shield out. If there's 3 people there, yeah, you'd actually want to move back and then snake around. But usually if they pop a shield that close, you're dead. But for instance, this is the more important one. If you're out like this and someone pops a shield way back there, just run. A shield only lasts for so long and they can only move so fast. They won't be moving very fast at all. But yeah, that's all about that Shield of Asgard. It's basic. Just get out of there. They'll be protected, but that's all they can do. Another one, um, Saviors and the booster Headmaster makes nades charge way quicker. Um, Also, I see a lot of people doing this too. They're running stealth without a silencer, and that's kind of pointless because then people can just see you on the minimap when you're firing. So it kind of makes the whole stealth booster pointless. Um, Stealth just makes you not marked. So if you're not using a silencer, it kind of doesn't make much sense. Um, Another one, know when to run. So 5 enemies are charging, and they're here, 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 here. They're all out there. Yeah, get out of there. Don't even try to fight them. You're dead. Yeah, you just want to run. Like, get out of there. There's no point. I know that's basic too, but get out of there. If there's 5 enemies, you're dead. Um, it's just how simple it is. Yeah. Another one, I know if you watch any YouTube videos, you'll figure this out, but you see someone on the ledge, and hope to God they don't blind fire at you, but snake around, roll, and then kick the guy off the ledge. When you're in the rolling animation, you're invulnerable to them trying to grab you off the ledge when you're in this position. But just make sure you do not roll. Your rolling animation goes out like that. So what I mean by that, if your rolling animation quits about here, all of a sudden, for some reason, they can still grab you from right there. So you want to make sure to almost calculate it perfectly, like right there. Or not right there, but you know what I mean. Get right there and then kick. Yeah, like you want it to be perfect. A lot of the rolling and the pulling and the kicking off the ledges are very jaggy in this game. They're supposed to be like, I think, a hierarchy to if you're above or below the player on ledges and stuff like that, but it doesn't always work. Here's another tip. A lot of people will probably hate me saying this because they love Nick A30, but Nick A30, he basically would say, do a fake out, jump, roll, and jump like that, and then aim. That's not as good because if you see, like, you'll be aiming at a person and then going out like this. So say you're aiming going this way and then they jump back that way. Well, say your aim has only gone this far and they're right there. And if they jump back into your sights, they're kind of fucked. So almost a better tip, what I see Dante use, Dante kills, he'd almost go like this and then jump and then shoot at them right there with this is only you can do with weapons expert. But yeah, you always want to move as far away from their reticle as possible, because then they have to move their gun. Yeah. And now basic nade throws. This is most simple, but everyone should know this by now. You want to throw a nade at the center, and it'll kill someone behind to cover. That's how you throw them, right there, that perfect spot right there, at all cover. So right there, right there, right there, when you're throwing nades. Alright, so another tip, baiting players. So you see a player down, you go revive them, right? Now you always want to check to see if someone's around the corner, because they could just be baiting, so they're using him on purpose to dry you out. Always be aware of that. That's all I got. The most simple tips ever. I got 50 seconds left, so that's it.